TBPN. Are you familiar with the story of John Hinckley Jr.?
No.
So we were talking about AI psychosis, AI making people crazy. Maybe social media had a similar effect. Well, what about movies? So in 1967, has anyone in this studio seen Taxi Driver? Thank you. I know you haven't, but
we got a few.
Taxi Driver is a Robert De Niro film where Travis Bickle, the character, becomes obsessed with a young woman played by Jodie Foster and attempts to assassinate a presidential candidate. So John Hinckley Jr. was 25 years old. He was a drifter from Texas, and he had developed an intense fixation on the actress Jodie Foster after seeing him in that 1976 film, Taxi Driver. So in 1980, Foster was a student at Yale University. Hinckley moved to New Haven, where Yale is, for a time, writing her letters and calling her, even though she never reciprocated or encouraged contact. Hinckley believed that committing a spectacular act, such as killing a U.S. president, would gain Jodie Foster's attention and impress her. So he trailed, he first was going after Jimmy Carter. He trailed President Jimmy Carter during the 1980 campaign, but was arrested on a weapons charge in Nashville. But when Ronald Reagan got elected, Hinckley shifted focus to Reagan. And so on March 30th of 1981, at the Washington Hilton Hotel in Washington, D.C., Reagan had just finished speaking and was leaving the venue when Hinckley fired 6 shots with a .22 caliber revolver. He hit Ronald Reagan with a ricochet bullet in the chest. Reagan survived. He hit the press secretary, James Brady, in the head and left him permanently disabled. And he also shot a Secret Service agent in the abdomen and a DC police officer in the neck. And so later, John Hinckley claimed he did it to impress Jodie Foster. His defense argued not guilty by reason of insanity. He pleaded insane, citing severe mental illness. And he was eventually acquitted on those grounds in 1982, but was committed to a psychiatric hospital for over 3 decades. So one-shotted by technology, one-shotted by new video, new imagery, a film, something that's not real, but told a story that convinced him, and he had delusions of grandeur, and he went on this run. He was effectively, he had film psychosis. But it was very, this is like the only example of something like that happening. And overall, I would say that films are fantastic and a major net good.
Did he get Jodie Foster's attention?
I don't think so.
Hopefully she paid a little attention.
I think she did address it at one point, but I don't think she was interested in him.
Yeah.
But interesting
kind of a rough way to get attention.
That this idea of seeing some sort of media, text, imagery, something on social media, something in ChatGPT, something on the screen could drive someone who's, has mental illness to do something crazy. This is not entirely new. The question is scale, and the question is how can you resolve it? When the film industry, I think it was handled just by like they've made more movies like Taxi Driver. They've made Joker, and people were worried about that having an effect. But overall, our society learned to adapt and probably identify, hey, my friend saw a movie and he's acting weird. Like, let me talk to him about that. Like, no, that just because Jodie Foster's in that movie doesn't mean that she's going to love you if you do the thing that happened in that movie. The movie is fiction. And so people developed kind of a mimetic defense to the imagery in films. They'll hopefully do the same for social media and have in many ways. I think a lot of people are adapting to the age of social media with like screen time and understanding that, there's all these different incentives.
People getting a notification. Wow, I used TikTok for 60 hours.
Yeah, don't talk to Tyler's friends.
I gotta get those numbers up.
Yeah.